Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's JD here. I'm testing out my new rig to see how the quality is and decided, okay, might as well make a video about a San Mateo local favorite. For lunch today, I decided to go pick up some Vietnamese food. It's kind of a hidden gem in San Mateo. It's one of those mom and pop shops. It's not like one of those like faux Saigon or anything. It is a Vietnamese shop. It's called Saigon City, and let me show you what I picked up today. So due to the COVID pandemic, they're only really doing to go. Today, the county of San Mateo actually officially removed the restrictions, but this shop, they haven't really been doing indoor seating, and they don't do outdoor seating because they're on a street that is very, I would say, crowded, so pretty much you have to get everything to go. So they pretty much, I've grown up and I've had their food for a long time, so they kind of know my usuals. So today, for an appetizer, I got some Vietnamese spring rolls. Basically, rice paper, vegetables, then you have a couple of spices in it, along with some fish sauce, which I can't eat because I'm allergic to fish. And I also got pho, but some assembly required, so let me assemble that right now. And we're gonna go see how the camera picks this up. For the pho, I usually get kind of the, I guess I call it combination. With the combination, you get like the meatballs, the tripe, and everything in it. Normally I thought this is separate, but actually it's all together, so hopefully this gels pretty well. Let me see if I can take a good photo of the vegetarian spring roll. I actually forgot to connect my mic onto the camera because I was going to test it out, but oh well. It's okay. Let's see what we got. Alright. Okay, so Vietnamese spring roll. Let me get my bowl. I'm gonna go put together my pho. Pause the camera for a second with the... Now typically I don't go crazy about the bowl, but because this is a lot of pho, I'm gonna use a wide bowl. I got this for from Rite Aid during their Christmas sale. So I think I got this for like 50 cents. It's a pretty wide bowl. So I'm gonna take my pho noodles. And what you wanna do in this case, since obviously, the pho noodles are kinda... Let's see how they come out. They're probably going to come out as one piece. You want to take the broth and let it kind of, cook it for a little bit. Oh, come on. Look at that. See? It's a cube. Kind of interesting, but this is very tasty pho, so it's worth it. Let's go add some basil in here. Oh no, hold on. Let me aim this down a little bit. Ooh. Let's see. Add some basil. No, it looks kind of weird that it's just a brick, but we're gonna kind of set this here. Saigon City's been around for years. Pretty much it was like the mom, and then now the kids run it, I believe. I think they're the kids. And I recommend it. I'm pretty certain a lot of locals do. So if you're in San Mateo, California, this is a good one to visit on 3rd Avenue. It's near the theater and Scandinavian Designs. Let's get the pho soup, or the broth. Take this. Okay, kind of get it around the... probably should have had a placement around it, but that's okay. Alright, ooh. See, now we're going to kind of put everything together. I guess this is my own version of mukbang, even though I'm pretty certain some people would probably find it weird for me eating, but oh well. Some more bean sprouts. This aside. Pause the camera. So since I'm Americanized, which I'm gonna lift the camera up to see me again. Hello. We're gonna kind of mix it all together. Actually, let's, put the camera back towards the pho. Ooh, oh, a little higher. There you go. And I'm using a fork because I'm Americanized and not eat it. And then we're gonna mix it with the chopsticks. So you let the noodles kind of soak in it when you get it to go. Otherwise, they're gonna be like that big brick. Since I ordered the pho while I was in the restaurant, it didn't sit very long, so at least these didn't get like really stiff. Typically, if you order it like an hour ahead, sometimes the noodles just stiffen up and then you just get a square box. So this should be pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, stiffen or anything. Alright. And I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. The soup is still warm, so that's good. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna have my vegetarian spring rolls. Go back up. See here. Alright. Okay, vegetarian spring rolls. These are good. I'm trying to remember what's in it. I know there's, I believe, lettuce. You have the rice paper wrapping, tofu, some vermicelli noodles, which my pho also has vermicelli noodles. So these brick noodles right here. As well as, I believe there's a mushroom in here too. So let's try it out. People would think that things like this aren't tasty without meat, but this is actually pretty good. I mean, this one my pho kind of gets all together, so yeah, this works out. Glad I figured out how the Bluetooth remote works on this camera, so I'm actually able to use it. Go pause this. So in this bowl of pho consists of some brisket, some tendon, a little bit of tripe. Beef ball was somewhere in here, right? I don't see it. And then I added, of course, the leaves. And the broth is in here. This is the combination. They do have other ones with more items in it, beef balls, seafood, etc. This is one I've pretty much, I think my family has been eating this particular Bulofa for what, 20 years? So I kind of keep it the same. I mean, you go to those big chains like Saigon and everything, they're not the same. I mean, they're so starchy, whatever. This one, the vermicelli is so nice and fine, even if it's been in the box. It's pretty good. I mean, obviously, I got it out pretty quickly when I ordered it, so it's in good shape. Alright, so I let the pho sit for a little bit. Let's see how the noodles are doing. Let's see here. You got that right there. And bring this forward. Look at that right there. I guess I didn't get enough broth to kind of submerge it, but it's a lot better than it was. So all that's left really to do now is eat it. Let's try it. I love it more in the restaurant, but what can you do, right? My Taco Tuesday shirt. And I'm not having tacos, oh well. Let's see. Soup is always great for a cold day, especially since last night was stormy and like weather was like unpredictable. I think it was like in the 30s and 40s. I think the night before was 20s. We're getting some crazy weather this week, and I heard it's going until next week. That's insane. It's good. I do wish I had more noodles. Got my fridge there. I wonder what pictures are there, but oh well. Need a haircut, which restrictions just lifted. Makes hopefully I can get a haircut soon. I had more broth. I really wish I did, but that's okay. I mean, this spot I go so often that they just round up the amount. Kind of funny. I mean, they're supposed to have an odd number, but instead they just give me a... I feel like they just give me a figure and just have me pay it, but that's okay. I mean, it's a great deal because when I used to work in Concord and all these other places, pho and stuff like that was a lot more than this is with the spring rolls, which is... This is a lot better quality than Concord was, and I mean, it's like, you can't go wrong. So the amount they charge me, I feel like, is still a lot less than what the median is in this area. Just like we have a sushi place, which I'll do a video on that too. Might as well, since I have this camera. Make good use of it. That is awesome. Ooh, I wish I could eat it at the actual restaurant. So at least if I need more broth, they can add it, you know, whatever. But oh well. Hoping that the quality of this looks good. I would do something spicy, but lately my stomach's been kind of funky. That I'm thinking it's gonna probably build a hole or something, but I mean, I still eat spicy things. It's just more of I'm afraid that something will happen. Like, I don't want to deal with the aftermath. I guess that's age. But I mean, I used to just, even with my ramen, I'd eat the last dab. I mean, I'm still willing to do it. It's just more of, I don't know, experimenting. I'm kind of curious how this is going to be. I don't know the praise with this mukbang thing, but the pho is pretty good. Well, this is, you know, hopefully this video went okay. Have another spring roll and I'm going to go finish my lunch. But I do thank you for tuning into another JD channel video. And hopefully when you come to San Mateo, California, you're able to try out Saigon City. It's a favorite on 3rd Avenue. Like I said, you know, it's near the theater. Right now, I mean, downtown, the theater's closed. But pretty much, you know, it's a hole in the wall. There's a couple of directions. I'll, you know, link a Yelp description below, or the link for it. But, you know, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I can take more videos, and take care. Have a good day.